New cards, PogChamp. New cards, PogChamp. What is this? Oh, no. No, I don't need to see this. Well, I guess we have a Ojama yellow Funko Pop, and it's pretty much exactly what you'd expect. Yellow teeth and everything. It's actually, I do have a criticism of this product. It is not as gross as I think it should be. It's a little too smooth. It's not like lumpy enough. Like, this is what Ojama yellow would look like if like he got every plastic surgery at once. And what's he doing with his hands? What's this? Who makes that pose? No. Give me the other one. Let's see what else they have in this Funko Pop collection. We have Winged Karibo, Avion and Burstinatrix. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Next up. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar, we are entering the year of light, and something like a few months ago, they held a poll to see like what light archetypes should get support, and the top one was like Cyber Dragon, and it's like, okay, we're gonna print Cyber Dragon support, all right. But after that, there were a bunch of interesting ones, and like the potential candidates were like Trickstar and like I don't know, Star Seraph was on there. I was holding out for Arcana Force, but it looks like Arcana Force will be playable in Speed Duel, which we'll get to in a different video. This has resulted in some really cool support for Trickstar that we'll get to momentarily. But in the set preceding that, I believe, they're doing the Gimmick Puppet retrains. So this is interesting to me. Gimmick Puppet is an archetype that has a significant amount of really good cards in it. Like cards like Dreary Doll and Nightmare Baby or Terror Baby, and they have all of those rank 8 extenders that are all really strong. They just don't go anywhere, right? So let's just see what we've got here. Gimmick Puppet Little Soldiers. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send a Gimmick Puppet with a different level from your deck to the graveyard. This card's level becomes the set monsters. Incredibly good already. Able to send like Dreary Doll immediately and become an 8. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target up to 2 Gimmick Puppets you control, increase their levels by 4 until the end of the turn. So the Gimmick Puppets do modulate between level 4 and level 8, so I imagine that will be helpful for that. Gimmick Puppet Bloody Doll. Bloody, oh my fucking god, is that an X Stevens reference? Holy. Hold up. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bloody Dollies.
I activate first movement solo.
That's what she's doing. All right. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. You cannot special summon from the extra deck you activate either of these cards' effects except Gimmick Puppets. If this card is in your hand, reveal a Gimmick Puppet Xyz in your extra. Special both a Gimmick Puppet from your deck with a level equal to the revealed monster's rank and this card. What the fuck? Okay, well, this is just circular, right? It's just circular. Gimmick Puppet Circular Doll. If this card is sent to the graveyard except from the hand, you can add it to your hand. Oh, good. It's a circular that never runs out. Wow. That's unbelievable. Gimmick Puppet Cattle Scream. Yo, what do you think the cattle scream sounds like? Probably something like, moo! You can detach one Xyz material from your monster, special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. A Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster that has this card as material gains this effect. Once per turn, target a monster in your opponent's graveyard, special it to their field in defense. Okay? Gimmick Puppet Fantastic Machina. Okay, so this is Quattro, right? La Cuatrociento. Chop the tops off the coop. You can only detach one material from this card, add one rank up magic spell from your deck to your hand. Also, during your main phase this turn, you can normal summon one machine monster in addition to your normal summon set. All right, so that's crazy. That's unbelievable. The Gimmick Puppet Rums they're insane. They're so good they've been banned in the past. And the extra normal, not bad. Not bad. If you special summon a Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster, you can special this card from your graveyard to either field in defense. Then you can add a rank up magic spell from your graveyard to your hand. Is this a joke? Is that's unbelievable. That's this card's unthinkably strong. And then Chaos Xyz Gimmick Puppet Fantastic Machina. Okay, glad we're doing this. So each Gimmick Puppet has a Chaos form. That's fine. Gimmick Puppet of Strings' Chaos form is really good, but it just doesn't do anything on an empty board is why it's kind of mid. So I have high hopes for this one. If this card is special summoned, add a puppet trap from your deck to your hand. Already crazy. If you're unfamiliar, Gimmick Puppet has maybe the strongest trap card in the game. Let me actually just... Let me pull it up for you. Card is called Puppet Parade. If your opponent controls more monsters than you, summon Gimmick Puppet monsters from your deck up to the difference. Then, if your opponent's life points are 2,000 higher than yours, set a rank up magic spell directly from your deck. You know, as one does. You can detach a material from this card, special summon a monster from either graveyard to your opponent's field to defense position. Oh, so you can also saddle them with unnecessary monsters to make Puppet Parade even better. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can target one of them, destroy it, and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its attack. Cool, so it's the time win con also. Wow, okay, this card seems pretty good. Oh, we have a field spell. Mansion of the Hell Dolls, okay? When this card resolves, you can add a Gimmick Puppet from your deck to your hand, all right? It's already a Union Hanger. Gimmick Puppets you control can't be destroyed by battle. Also, they're unaffected by your opponent's activated non-Xyz monster effects. Sorry, let me read that again. Gimmick Puppet monsters you control can't be destroyed by battle and are unaffected... Not even your Xyz. This makes every card you control towers. Why? That's like so annoying. Why would you print this card? This is just like the most annoying card ever. And it's not like Towers where you can like finagle a situation where you out one of the monsters and then you make a lethal push because they have fucking Puppet Parade. Once per turn, you can detach an Xyz material from your monster, then target it. Oh, good. They all get the summon to your opponent's field. This seems pretty good. This seems pretty good. And then finally, Serviced Puppet. Target monsters your opponent controls up to the... Oh, good. We have another puppet trap. Up to the number of Gimmick Puppet Xyz you control, take control of them until the end phase. If you control a Gimmick Puppet Xyz, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target an Xyz in either graveyard, special summon it to either field in defense position. Oh. Okay, so what we probably have to talk about is what Chad is already saying. There is an FTK. Let's just watch it real quick.
Important reason, first of all, it's...
By the way, look at this Lithium profile. Ha 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 ha. Lithium. Look how Joker-fied this man is. Just watch the beginning of this with me, please.
Yes. It's 2024. I think everyone already has seen the support.
Yes.
Right, from Gimmick Puppet, but Man, this support, it's and I'm looking at the field spell basically as well. It's basically a custom-made card. It does everything. Like you want from a card or is support from an archetype. You want
All right, so
you
field
want
spell
everything in this particular card. It's a
into the
searcher. It
baby.
protects. It's an insane
Into
card.
circular.
And I'm sure this particular combo.
Oh god, you
this-
can
this
bin the
line,
circular and it just adds
there
it
are
to your
some
hand.
small varieties or variations with these, combos.
Fantastic Machina,
but,
grab Argent
short
Chaos
set,
Force.
The new Gimmick Puppet field spell.
Uplay for the
It's
CXZs.
a one card FTK,
grab
and the
Gimmick
scary
Puppet.
part is that first of all,
Or a
the field
service
spell
puppet.
gives your
Strings,
Gimmick
Chaos
Puppet
Force,
monsters,
Chaos Strings.
Protection. They cannot be destroyed by battle.
Oh, okay, you get targets for strings by putting stuff
most
on your opponent's
importantly,
side of
they
the
are
field.
unaffected by monster effects unless they are exceeds. So no nip, no
Into
Veiler.
Chimera.
That's kind of a biggie because again, like this
Soldier
FTK,
Arms is
it's-
kind of a
it's
shitty card.
mind-blowingly consistent, especially thanks to this new
Modulate to 8,
can't
Giant
believe that I'm
Grinder.
saying this. It's 2024, and
Then
Gimmick
Giant
Puppet
Grinder
has
them twice?
one of the most consistent
Holy
FTKs
shit.
ever in this game's history. Sure, there are some well-timed.
I was ready to like look at this and be like, oh, well, it's playing bad cards, so it's not necessarily that good. But it is actually not playing very many bad cards. It's playing... you would probably play Giant Grinder anyway, just because like it has some utility. So it's playing Chaos Giant Grinder, which is kind of a mid card. You would play Strings just because it's like an easily accessible 8 that has a lot of attack points and ranks up easily. You would play Chaos Strings because you're already playing Argent Force and it's super accessible. And the only card in there that was even a little bit sus was the Scissor Hands, but that's it. It beats Nib. It beats Veiler. Did it say they're unaffected by monster effects? So I guess it doesn't beat like Imperm, but like so. Oh no. I don't know what they hit out of this. Maybe the chaos. The Chaos Giant Grinder? Ugh, I don't know. The field spell is probably the thing to hit. They're not going to hit the field spell before it releases. I'm wondering what they can do to prevent this from being playable beforehand. So, these cards, obviously, I probably shouldn't have to tell you, are insane. I think the thing that is going to kind of hamper this archetype is that it's a bit of a known quantity, right? Like, you can have an FTK with unthinkable consistency, but you're going to have to play against an opponent that has set up. So you're also going to have the ability to play through boards, and realistically, you're going to have the ability to win games where the FTK doesn't go off, right? And I don't know if it has it. Gimmick Puppet is interesting insofar as they have a lot of really powerful cards, but from what I can see from this card's insane, but isn't part of an end board really in the way that it would need to. The deck still does a pretty low number of actual capital T things. So I am optimistic that these will see play. I wouldn't be surprised if they were only okay and like occupied the same sort of psychic space in duelists' minds as like the Gen X stuff does. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it can theoretically FTK you. Will that be enough for it to be a tiered strategy? I don't know. Certainly, this card gives me hope that it might. This is way better than Gen X? Yes, I agree. I think that this is more consistent, more accessible. It's better than Gen X. But I think it is in it's in a similar position when it comes to like its ability to be a meta capable archetype. The thing that's fucking me up, yeah, chat's completely right. The thing that's fucking me up in terms of evaluation is the field spell, because so much is going to rely on if the field spell is or is not super meaningful. Turn all your guys into towers. It's just not an effect that you see often. You know, we could ban Argent Force again. Next up. Trickstar. All right, so we got the light pack. It features Mizar. Who the fuck is Mizar? Yu-Gi-Oh? Tachyon. Are the Tachyons light? Oh, no. Oh, it's Galaxy, right? So we've got Galaxy, Trickstar, and one other light archetype holding out hope for Arcana. Trickstar Hoodie. So named because she's wearing a hoodie. Level 2. If you control a Trickstar, Fusion, or Link monster, you can special this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material, you can add a Trickstar Fusion or a Trickstar Diffusion from your deck to your hand. Okay? Trickstar Band Dramatis. If this card is fusion summoned, you can add a Trickstar card from your deck to your hand with a different name than the cards you control and have in your graveyard. Trickstar Link monsters that point to this card gain 1,000 attack. And if either player takes effect damage, you can target a face-up monster on the field, change its attack to 0. This is going to be annoying to play against. Trickstar Kortika. Wait, Kortika? When a monster is destroyed by a battle involving your Trickstar monster while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card, target one of those destroyed monsters, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack it had on the field. And Trickstar Holly Angel 2. If this card is link summoned, you can add a Blue Tears from your deck to your hand. What the fuck? If you have a fusion monster on your field or in your graveyard, you can target one Trickstar monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If either player takes effect damage, you can target a face-up card on the field, destroy it.
Wrong.
That's cool. That card's cool. Okay, and this is Trickstar Diffusion. Fusion summon a Trickstar by banishing materials from your graveyard. Funny. Or immediately after this effect resolves, link summon a Trickstar monster. Sure. Banish this card from your graveyard. Target a Trickstar monster you control. This turn, your opponent's monsters can't target monsters' attacks except for that monster while you control it. Okay, kind of fucked up to give them a rise to full height. And Maiden of Blue Tears. If your opponent special summons a monster and you control a link monster, target one of those summoned monsters, destroy it, and if you do inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its original attack. If either player takes effect damage while this card is in your graveyard, set a normal spell, but it can't be activated this turn. These are fine. These are okay. It's interesting because I think that Diffusion is like a really interesting card for the archetype. A significant amount of Trickstar games are like you can really easily make like 5,000 points of effect damage, but like the other 3 is really difficult. But it looks like basically they give you a whole bunch of opportunities to hit the other 3, but also this is just like you get an extra turn, which is super valuable. I would not be surprised to see some people trying Trickstars after this. They do have a lot of good cards that have been unexplored. I think that... Oh, wait. No, chat is correct. It is not rise to full height. I read this wrong. It says, while you control it at the end, which means that if they run over the monster, they can get back to attacking. Okay, that completely changes my understanding of this card, and now I think it is not very good. I don't know. The thing with Trickstar is that I think it is probably good if it is not playable. Like, I understand it's a fan favorite archetype and it's getting support for that reason, but like, it's just a type of playstyle that is going to frustrate a lot of people, and it's probably for the best if they're not great. Oh, the new cards enable some 1 cards, which is nice. All right, oh, this is Gimmick Puppet. I don't know. It's okay. Wait, she's got the water of life in her little thing. All right. And finally, we don't know what this card does. Galaxy War Drake. I hope it's good for our Galaxy pilots in the audience, but I think our Galaxy pilots in the audience already know that it probably isn't. Galaxy War Drake. Hey, mic check. Turn up the bassoon. I can't hear the bassoon. Lithium has a Trickstar vid. All right, let's check it out.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. So, new Trickstar support. Let's take a look. I wasn't too happy about that. Like the previous support, the first wave up until I don't know how many waves of support Trickstar got, but
oh my god, this list is a mess. Holy fuck! It's just Fiend Smith plus Trickstar.
Initially with Candina,
okay, so the new Link one and
Trickstar
Hoodie
field spell
get you to
that was
bloom.
the best support, and here and there
then you can Trickstar Fusion into the new
cards,
guy,
but it doesn't really
grab
change
Korribane,
that much for the deck. But then again, the new support is okay.
Noble,
this is one of the new Link 2s, which is probably one of the better links the deck has to offer.
Oh man,
I'm not focusing on the Link 4.
That's rough. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm focusing on other.
I was hoping for a little better.
So short set.
Oh, okay.
Like
all right.
fusion,
Wait, you can use Fiend Smith stuff to loop the fusion. That's
is searchable
something.
Level 2.
No, come on. You're not doing this with it. Surely we can do something better than this. Oh, fucking hell, we have to ban Beatrice.
It's basically a Link 1 play.
For reincarnation.
So that alone, the deck having access to a couple of Link 1s, Link
Trickstar,
upgrading, going for the
fusion
new
to re-get Candina.
Link 2, which is rebornable
tears,
off of
and then we can send rollback.
Trickstar reincarnation. They are trap.
That's
so
why
the hybrid with Fiendsmith? Well,
so,
as you know,
so
Fiendsmith has the
bad.
ability to pump out the free level 6, rank 6, depending. But with like, if you want to maximize its combo,
recycle
as you saw,
the
I'm not
Holly
as in
Angel 2,
not respecting
blue
Nibiru,
tears,
because if you want to respect
Nibiru,
you're going, you use your
Shroud,
Fiendsmith, you go for Caesar, and that's
tears,
it, right?
Pop that guy. Oh my. No, this is not very good. This Lithium, I love you. This one needed some time in the kitchen.
But because this is Trickstar, and I want to link climb, that's
every hand is like field spell Fiendsmith. That's like the combo. Oh no. All right. Finally, we have free agents. Shiver Take. If a monster whose original type is Thunder is sent from your hand or field to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If a Thunder monster's effect is activated while you control this monster, you can special summon a Shiver token. What the fuck? This card is insane. Mr. Thunder Dragon is going to love hearing this. So first off, they can never unban Colossus. What the fuck? Best enabler yet. Secondly, Thunder Dragon, okay. Summon Shiver Take, okay. Thunder Dragon, okay. Summon a token, okay. Oh, wow. Good card, good card. Blaster. Is this a Diabellstar card? The Matchless Turret. Pendulum effect. Negate all cards and effects activated in this card's column. Cool. Monster effect. You can special summon this card from your hand to a column with no cards. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can put it in your pendulum zone. This is neat. Does not do anything. DPA Jean d'Amour. If this card is synchro summoned, you can special summon one level 4 Cyberse monster from your graveyard in defense position. Its effects are negated, and you can't special summon for the rest of the turn, except for Cyberse monsters. When your Cyberse monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent during battle damage with their monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, inflict an equal amount of damage to them. All right. I guess so. This is an easy as fuck OTK. It's like you're supposed to like go circular Sigma, summon this guy. Circular summons back off the first effect. Final Sigma. Attack over something. Dome them twice. This card's really cool. It solves a really big problem in the Cyberse deck, which is just it just couldn't OTK. There's just no way the Cyberse deck could OTK, and now finally it is able to. Yeah, that's really helpful. Next up. What the fuck? Heretical Phoboscopus. Okay, see, more cards like this, please. Holy what's going on here? Big fan. It's like a spider. It's like a Millennium Spider. It's an illusion. Target an effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects, then if it battled this turn, take control of it until the end phase. This is a quick effect if this card has an illusion monster as material. Holy! This card's great. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? This card's unbelievable. Okay, so being a rank 4 is insanely good because the illusion deck ends on a 4 guy on the field and has the ability to perform an additional search over the course of its thing. So if you use the reborn on a 4 and then you just normal your 4, you can just overlay for this guy and you have interaction. I really like this. Yeah, this card seems really good. The one unfortunate downside is I feel like if you don't have that second part, this is a quick effect if this card has an illusion monster as material. This card is functionally useless. There's like a million rank 4s that are better. But Rescue Rabbit, Jongular Clownblade. Say less! Hold up, say less! It's also a cool pilot for rank 4s. Yeah, you're right. It is a cool pilot for rank 4s for like Zeus, but they already had a cool pilot in Heartland Draco, so whatever. I am chefing crazy style ultra mode. What's the play here? We go is Rescue Rabbit is like a beast, right? How could we make this work? The weird part about this card for the illusion deck, though, is that as you can see, it doesn't actually have a detach effect. Isn't that weird, right? Which means that if you make it using the negate, he's going to be stuck under there. Which is not good. You want him in the grave.
That was wrong.
And finally, Astral World Tree Illumis Still. You can only this is a rank 5. What the fuck? All right, this shit's gonna be crazy. You can only control one Astral World Tree Illumis Still. Each time your opponent special summons, you gain life points equal to its attack. Once per turn, you can pay life points and multiple. Okay, wait. This card is terrible. What? Finally, Link 5 Tree does nothing. Yggdrasil, the World Tree. It's just a tree. It would be so funny if it was like, this is like a guy that like one of the villains in a season of Yu-Gi-Oh spends an entire season trying to summon, and then they do, and it gets like fucking blown up by a man-eater bug. No, this card, it helps you not die to Puppet FTK. That's true. Wait, hold up. Let's go. No, this is not a good card. Time card? No. No. This is not a time card because it doesn't gain you life. Isn't this an alternate route for Aroma? Yeah, if your opponent plays into it. Holy. No, this card's terrible. All right. And that's all the news that's fit to print. Let's do some speed duel stuff.